Fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, good evening.
Good evening.
Welcome to Lagoon Toastmasters Club, meeting number 577. Toastmasters, as a child growing up, the story The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas was my favorite story. My dad used to tell me countless times, and it's one of my favorite memories. And today is special because we celebrate on July 24th the birthday of Alexander Dumas, the famous French playwright and novelist. He was born on 1802. So just like Dumas was a storytelling genius, we have among us 7 master storytellers for an incredible speakathon. So to maintain a respectful and focused environment, please do not crosstalk. Please switch your mobile to silent mode, and if you have to leave, please leave quietly. The washrooms are located next to the exit on the left, and even the nearest exit is towards the left. Toastmasters, remember, we don't speak about sex, religion or politics, so please refrain from doing so. Toastmasters help members to speak confidently and effectively anytime, anywhere. So it's our mission to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop their communication and leadership skills, resulting in personal growth and self-confidence. With that, I welcome the acting president, Toastmaster Nilesh Ghosh. Toastmaster Nilesh works in one of the biggest MNCs in Dubai, 3M, and he is a dedicated and selfless Toastmaster who embodies the Toastmaster values of integrity, respect, service, and excellence. Toastmaster Nilesh, welcome to the stage.
Thank you, Sergeant Adam, Toastmaster Jaya. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
The one thing that I learned from last 3 months is never give up. And this story starts from myself. Earlier, I supposed to tell to my colleague, who is also Toastmaster, who pushed me in Toastmaster journey, who told me to take a role in a XCOM. Suddenly one day, because of some other reason, I elevated myself and to take a role of Vice President Education. But because of another things, today I am an acting president standing next to you. There was renowned businessman who want to hand over his business firm to his youngest son. But his elder son, who was not able to digest these things, not only because he was elder than the younger one, but because he himself considered himself as a very good businessman. So the businessman father took a decision to give a fair chance to both of them. So he called both of them and he took them in a one room. He told them, I will lock the room from outside. The one who will come outside first, he will take care of my business firm. So now it was a time for both brothers. It was a challenging time for both of them. So elder one tried to search path to go outside the room. He checked all the windows. He tried to check tunnels. He tried to check washrooms so that he can go out. And finally, there was no other way to go outside of that room, and he gave up. There was the other one, youngest one, who just thought, shall I go and at least cross check whether the door is really closed or not? And he just pulled the handle and the door was open. So in our life also, we should never think about the door is closed for us. Always from this story, I learned 3 things from 3 characters. The first one, the father, who was having a confidence that the youngest one he can run his business. But to prove the society, he gave a fair chance to both of them. Sometime in our own life also, we need to make some plan to prove ourselves. It's wrong or it's correct. It's a different story. The second one, the elder son. Whenever in life we stuck somewhere, and whenever there is the dead end, door is closed, always we are looking for different paths. And the elder one did same thing. He tried for windows, he tried for tunnel, but only one mistake he did, that youngest one didn't. That was open the door. So he never gave up the things. So the third and most important thing that I personally learned from the youngest one is that never ever give up. So whenever you will see close the door, try to check whether it's seriously closed, whether it's really closed, whether chances are there someone will open from outside for you, and for how many long it will be closed or remain closed. So on this note, I want to welcome you all 577 meeting of Lagoon Toastmasters. Toastmaster is a organization, non-profit education organization, presents around 144 countries, having a 280,000 members all over the world. In UAE itself, we have 150 plus clubs and around 3,000 plus members. In Lagoon, we are serving UAE or non-profit organization from last 22 years, and we are having a legacy of representing international world champions. Miss Sharukal Banna, she was second runner-up in 2013. We have some guests today.
We have PQD.
So I want to welcome guests, as well as can you just introduce yourself for audience?
Yeah, my name is Harish Krishnan. I belong to Dubai Silicon Oasis. I've been Toastmasters for 8 years, and one of the person who brought me to Toastmaster was Mohammed Rashid, who happens to be my classmate as well.
Dual membership.
Yeah, I was member of 3-4 clubs together, but now I have come back to my own home club, which is Silicon Oasis, and I also run a Gavel's club, which is a workload which I have to manage. So I'm busy, and then on top of that, I got this job, and I'm always happy to come back. And this is a 25-year-old club, so it's a privilege to come here. In fact, I was here today because I had a guest for you, but the guest didn't come, so I'm here now. Yeah.
Thanks for your time today.
Thank you.
Better become the host.
Yeah, hi. Good evening, everyone. Myself Sharika.
No problem.
Myself Sharika. I'm a teacher by profession in an international school in Sharjah. I live in Sharjah. While looking for Toastmaster, I came across Lagoon, and I'm also a member of the WhatsApp group, and I have been receiving the messages. So I was intrigued to, attend one of the meetings. So here I am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome to the meeting. Now, as a part of the meeting, the person who will run the show now onwards, none other than the person is having a 2 decades experience in a sales from FMCG background, actual president of Lagoon Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Kader Meeran.
Thank you, Nilesh, for the warm and gracious welcome. Do you agree that having brown bread over white bread, or having chapati over rice, or being a vegetarian over non-vegetarian, do you think is it healthy? That makes you healthy? Fellow Toastmasters and guests, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Health is wealth. This age-old adage is very relevant in today's life than in the past. We are very conscious and concerned about our health in today's life than the past. When we hear about the wealth, we hear about material possession and monetary possession also, luxurious life. But attaining this wealth will not make us happy unless we are healthy. So let's have an exercise now. Can I ask you to do some breathing exercise? Okay. With a count of three, exhale and hold it for 3 seconds. Then exhale for 3. Means inhale. With a count of 3.
General evaluator is
So when I count 3, 2, 1, you inhale, hold it for 3 seconds. Then exhale slowly for 3. So please close your eyes and let's start with it.
10.
3, 2, 1, hold it. 3, 2, 1, exhale slowly. 3, 2, 1. Are you all there? How do you feel now? Relax. See, health in broadly it is classified in 3. One is physical health, it's the mental health, and it is the social health. When we say about the physical health, we say we are always concerned about diabetic at this age and blood pressure, cholesterol, all this part of in today's life, we are very much concerned on this one. Why we do have this now this life? Why it was not in the past? Anybody?
There were no labs in the past.
Lifestyle.
Yeah, it is one of the reasons.
There was no so much of food to eat.
What is that?
There was no food to eat so much actually.
Too many reports generating money from doctors. That's the reason.
Also the lifestyle.
pharmacists.
Lifestyle has changed.
When we look around in UAE itself, we have more than 5,000 clinics.
Yes.
And there are a lot of pharmacies than groceries we have.
Yes.
Every building there is 2 pharmacies. So let me give one secret how to lead a healthy life.
Eat by Aaron.
Are you ready?
Eat bananas. Never go to doctor.
No. The secret of being healthy is not to stop eating or eating something that is very diet conscious. No. Eat whatever you want, but eat in moderation up to the stomach, which is half
Why are you
stomach,
looking at me?
and make your stomach half empty, quarter empty, and have it with water. So this is one of the secret of being healthy. The other way of being healthy is eat at the right time.
But how do we know
It is
when to
empty.
stop?
When your stomach is half empty, you stop. You should not make it.
Table sentence. Okay.
No, to be, you should make a conscious decision to stop eating when you feel that you don't want to eat. It's not like making very full stomach when you are drinkless. You don't have anything to drink.
The heart should to listen to the brain.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you should eat by 20 minutes, chewing the food. So,
20.
normally for a human being, the stomach gives the signal to the brain. It takes 20 minutes, the stomach is full. So eat slowly, take 20 minutes, chew the food, and have it half stomach, and quarter stomach with water, and quarter empty for the digestive department. Normally what we do is we have it in full stomach, and there is no space for digestion, and it comes to the gastro, this one, and we have acidity problems. When we sleep, we have a throat infection, then we go to the doctor. This is how the business happens with the pharmacy. So the other way, also one more thing, is when you see all the life around us, even animals, humans, everyone, they start their life, they wake up by 5 o'clock when the sun rises, and they sleep when the sun sets. Only we human beings at this age, we make our life the opposite way. We sleep the whole morning, then we stay till late night, till the 2 o'clock watching TV or watching social medias. Then we also consume a lot of food. So we change the whole cycle. But the better way of living is eat early. When the sun sets, have your dinner, a light dinner, just to make your energy level very good. Otherwise, eat healthy, whatever you want. You don't need to be very conscious in what you eat. So that's all about the physical health. So in Toastmaster also we have a healthy agenda style. What we always follow is start with the lighter starter, which is the word of the day. To do the word of the day, let me welcome our one and only Toastmaster Francisco.
Good evening, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and special guests.
Good evening.
My name is Francisco and I am the word master. As a word master, it is my duty to introduce you the word of the day. So for today's word, the word embolden is being selected. This means it is imparts embolden or encouragement to inspire or motivate a person. Some of the synonyms are, common synonyms are embolden and encourage, hearten and inspire. While all these words mean to fill with courage, strength and purpose, embolden implies the giving courage sufficient to overcome timidity or reluctance in a person. Okay. Some of the examples are, it leaves him feeling empowered and emboldened. It is a lesson that will embolden them. Only by talking up the economy would business leaders feel emboldened to invest. Attending and participating at Lagoon Toastmasters can really embolden oneself. May I encourage some people to use these words? Any volunteers? Can you use this?
Word master of the day embolden us to use the word embolden.
TM Nilesh emboldened the spirit of all the members in this club with his introduction.
Very nice. Rajesh?
I feel very emboldened today that I am going to do an impromptu prepared speech.
And I feel emboldened to evaluate you.
I have no role, so I feel very emboldened.
Okay, thank you. I encourage you all to use this throughout the meeting. I will be recording the number of times it is used, and I also encourage you to use this word after the meeting as well. Thank you.
Please give a round of applause to So now it is the time for round robin. Do you believe waking up late in the night embolden your day? Waking up late in the morning. Sorry.
Are you a morning person or are you an evening person, Mr.?
That I will explain to you. TM Rajesh sir.
Repeat the question again.
Can you speak the
Do you believe waking up late in the weekend embolden your day?
Yeah. Answer fast, otherwise you'll change again.
More changes?
Waking up late in the
Weekends.
morning.
Weekend.
Morning. Okay. Sunday.
That is what I was
weekend
going
also you have to
tell.
wake up.
Which day you are talking about?
See, by the time you got up, PJ.
That depends on the day, of course.
Okay.
As you said, it is the weekend. Always we, get up late. Because on all other days we are getting up early. We are compensating that on the weekends. So definitely it emboldens us.
Thank you.
Most of the time it also depends on what you do the evening before.
Yes.
So, guest, Sharika.
Yeah, can you repeat the question?
Do you believe that waking up late on the weekend embolden your day?
Yes, I believe that it does embolden us to do whatever we have planned to do during the weekend because we feel more energized, having a long sleep, and more refreshed. So I do believe that it emboldens us if we get up little late.
Yeah, of course, since July 1st, I wanted to embolden myself, but I go to sleep so late that getting up this morning is a challenge. But yeah, that's a good habit. Once family is back from vacation, I will have to be emboldened myself so that they can go to catch the school bus on time before 7.
Yes.
He will embolden you.
Yeah, so I am emboldened on the previous night of the weekend because, that feeling that I can sleep little longer because I wake up otherwise very early because I do Sharjah to Dubai.
Since my children are not here, I feel emboldened to say that we should lie in on weekends.
Waking up late on a weekend, in fact, weekends might be rather than emboldens. So my idea of a weekend is to get up early and have a good walk.
I have the same.
Near the mountain.
Rafi sir?
Well, waking up, it doesn't make big difference for me. Because what actually emboldens me is waiting for the delicious lunch. Delicious lunch.
That's an indication for your
That is not emboldening.
That means that
That will be brunch.
So again, I will give a secret for a healthy lifestyle. Is in the olden days, people require more of physical work, so they need more of carbo energy to maintain their lifestyle. These days, people eat the same amount of food, but the physical exercise is very low. That's why we have all the cholesterol and diabetes which is within us because the energy is not burned out. So with this, let's go to the main course of today's agenda is the prepared speeches. For this, I would call upon Toastmaster
For that evaluation. How to evaluate? Yes.
Who is the moderator?
I would call upon the moderator,
Yes.
Mohammad Rashid, to explain
What is the
the
strategy of evaluation?
evaluation.
For the guest.
You're the moderator.
All right, okay. Strategy of evaluation. Okay.
We have panel evaluation.
Okay. So we have 4 evaluators.
Three.
3 evaluators. So, and 7 speakers.
Yes.
So, 2 areas for improvement, 2 good things,
Okay.
Alright,
So
each
you
of
will,
the speaker.
you will call each of us to tell about
Yes.
that particular thing.
Yes. Is it okay?
Who will be reading the objectives for particular speaker?
If you want, check sheet is there.
No, somebody has to read the objective, so we
I
can
have
just.
no role, I read out all objectives.
Okay, common, okay. So I will read out the objectives for all the speakers.
No, you are also same. I mean, you will also evaluate.
Okay, 4 evaluators.
Four evaluators.
The three evaluator, but Sunita, yeah, you can take up the.
Rashid, it is not clear. See, you mean do improvement
Two
areas
areas
of
for improvement,
And-
two things which you like.
For all the
everybody will say the same, no?
Is it the same path, same thing?
No, what can different is,
Different.
when during
No,
the evaluation,
one
you can
speech.
say, okay, Hemant, you tell to point of
No,
improvement.
even
Yeah.
on speech.
You can evaluate all
You
seven.
tell, and then,
So you
All of you evaluate all of
correct, and then,
speakers.
yeah,
Yes,
You
and then I
decide.
randomly
correct.
select.
You say, okay, points for improvement.
Yes.
This is not us.
Two each.
No, it's same.
Two areas for
First three
improvement,
same.
and two things which you like.
That one person supposed to evaluate.
Yeah.
Everybody will say the same.
No. Actually, can I correct it?
Yeah.
Because first evaluator will say, okay, what is it that you like about the speaker? So is there anything new? It will go to the second one. If that ends, then we will say, okay, third one we can say, what do you think he could have done better? So that's cycling every day. So you cannot force everybody to say, because it will become repetitive, no?
No, but I am telling 6 points are not there.
Then he will be diligent to shift the game.
Yeah, he will
Yeah,
be
he can
Yeah.
Correct.
Is that fine?
So I would invite Toastmaster Sunita ma'am
Yes.
to read out the objectives
Okay.
of the speech.
Toastmaster Asma. The purpose of this speech is to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during the club meeting. The purpose of
To deliver the speech 5 to 7 minutes.
The purpose of the speech is for the member to present a speech and receive feedback from the evaluator. She's actually repeating.
yeah. The second part of
So she's already given a speech and she is taking the feedback and giving her improved speech today.
For that, you have to give the old evaluation.
No.
No? We have to see if she's.
No, if there are any points, does the evaluator know?
She already noted that.
No, what, she's, evaluators are not.
Yeah, you have to give it
Give to us, no, they will be comparing, right?
Yeah.
Just,
Who are the evaluators?
One was the movement,
Okay.
and the other was the process.
Yes,
that's okay.
I was the evaluator.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember what, but I am not in the evaluation panel today.
No, they got the
So
point.
what was it you thought? Only pauses and to
Stage movement, purposeful stage
And,
movement and pauses.
And don't keep the script there, and he has a tendency to go and.
Before I call upon the speaker, we have two guests. Let me have the name. And how do you come to know about Toastmasters?
Yeah, I'm Shafiq. I'm living in Sharjah. I do business now in Dubai.
Okay.
So I'm not classmate, like we are schoolmates.
Okay.
So I came to listen from him. So I
Thank you.
understand like you.
Thank you.
Namaskar, I'm Mohammed Rehan.
Okay.
I just got to know through my father about Toastmasters. I don't really know what's going on.
You are in the right place.
He will figure it out today.
It will be around today, yes.
Thank you very much. Please give a round of applause.
Last speech is his own.
Yes. When I asked Asma what is her healthy lifestyle, how did she maintain? She said it's a daily walking and maintaining a protein-rich food. This is her healthy habits. So I would call upon Toastmaster Asma to be on the stage.
Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Have you ever found yourself spiraling into a storm of worry over something seemingly small? I know I have. Let me take you back to a meeting a few months ago while I was all set to present a project update at work. Feeling confident and prepared, as I started speaking, I realized that I had forgotten several key important points. My mind immediately went into blank, and I can imagine my colleagues noticing every single mistake I made. I can see my imagined failure playing out like a movie in front of me. My boss disappointed, my colleagues questioning my competence, my professional reputation crumbling. After the meeting, no one seemed to notice the mistakes I made. And everyone said the meeting went well. But all I could think about was what I had missed. It kept replaying in my mind, growing bigger and more embarrassing each time. Isn't it funny how our minds work? We tend to latch onto the tiniest of mistakes, blowing them out of proportion. And I have always wondered why we do that. Maybe it's a desire to be perfect, or perhaps just a human nature. But I have realized I'm not alone in this. In fact, a study conducted by the University of Cambridge stated that people who tend to catastrophize things experience more anxiety and stress, because this type of thinking tends to blow tiny issues and mistakes out of proportion, impacting both our mental and physical health. There was a time that I noticed a small pain in my shoulder. Very simple, no big deal, right? Wrong. This minor ache turned into something huge in my mind. I was in Googling my symptoms, convinced I would find something dire. I immediately jumped. My mind jumped into life-altering scenarios and life-threatening diagnosis. Turns out, I only had a muscle strain from sleeping in a bad bolster. But in my head, I had lived through a full-blown health crisis. Let me also mention an incident with my brother, when he mentioned that I seemed distracted during a family dinner. Now, this was just an observation, nothing more. But I couldn't shake the feeling that he was hinting at something deeper. Does he not think that I'm committed to the family? I asked myself. Am I not paying enough attention to them? Is this a sign that we are growing apart? I spent days dissecting our conversation, analyzing it, putting pieces together to understand where I went wrong, all from a single comment. So why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we turn minor mishaps into huge disasters? Well, I think it's because we are wired to protect ourselves, always on the lookout for potential threats, even if they're imagined. I'm learning to laugh at my overactive imagination. I'm learning to find humor in how I blow things out of proportion. And what I have come to understand is that catastrophizing often robs us of peace and joy. What I have come to understand is that catastrophizing often robs us of peace and joy. It magnifies our fears and it blinds us to the positives. While the art of catastrophizing is a skill that many of us have mastered, it's a skill that we should strive to unlearn. By challenging our thoughts, reframing our perspective, and sharing our worries, we can stop making mountains out of molehills, and we can start enjoying life for what it is, a series of moments, both big and small, to be lived fully and joyfully. Over to you.
Well done, Asma.
Please give a round of applause to Toastmaster Asma has completed project 4 from level 1 Pathways Innovation Plan. For the second speech,
Same object.
same same objective.
This is my first speech.
I will call upon Huzaifa K. Dama. When I called him for what is his healthy habits, he said eating green vegetables before having the food. Having fruits regular intervals and after the food. So let me call Huzaifa Dama, who is doing his P4 level 1 of dynamic leadership. Please give a round of applause.
Good evening, Toastmasters.
Good evening.
Good evening. Toastmaster of the day and your guests. Can anyone here tell me what is the full form of Google? Well,
Is there a form?
there is. It's a very long and boring full form, and I couldn't memorize it, so you can just Google it later. However, the name Google, the origin of the name Google, that's a much more compelling story. So, our story begins in the mid-1990s when the internet was just formed and it was made public, and there was a lot of information available on the net, but there weren't many tools available to search the data efficiently and effectively. Well, there were search engines, but they were not Google. Search engines such as Alta Vista and Yahoo were there. They were good, but they were not enough. They need something else. I'm sure that some of you must have gone through those tough times where you had to go through tons of pages to find the relevant data. In my case, by the time I got my first computer, Google was already there and I didn't have to go through those dark times. So there are, like many researchers, 2 Stanford University students who are also frustrated by the lack of a proper tool to search data on the net. These 2 university students were namely Larry Page and Sergey Brin. Sergey or Sergey Brin, you can call it any way you like. So when in the spring of 1995, Larry Page, Sergey Brin, a math genius who was an extrovert, met a timid Larry Page, who was an elite student and been admitted to a PhD program at Stanford University. When they met, each thought that the other was obnoxious. They kept arguing about things, but eventually they hit it off and they became good friends later on. So, Sergey Brin was Sergey Brin was working on data mining along with Professor Motwani, and Larry Page was working on something called links on digital libraries, which got into the concept of links on web pages. Now, in order to research more about links, Larry Page decided that he would download the entirety of internet onto his computer. This was a crazy idea, because even after a year, he was able to download only a portion of the internet after spending thousands of dollars. So, the idea that Larry Page had was that he could use links to rank the pages and websites, and that way he could refine the searches. In order to explain this in a better way, from what I understood, you can take an example where, if you can imagine that a Toastmaster who has come from a different city to Dubai and is looking for a club. Maybe 10 random persons, maybe they are Toastmasters, maybe they're not, they told him that Club X is a good club. Now, in another case, 5 DTMs, maybe like TM Rajesh or TM Vinod, they told him that Lagoon Toastmasters is a great club. So naturally, he would go for Lagoon Toastmasters. So the idea is that the value of reference from DTM is much higher than other strangers. So this was the idea behind Larry Page's idea of page ranking, where he ranked where the pages, where the links, where we rank the pages based on the number of links that are pointing towards the page, and each link had some weightage to it. So the algorithm behind the page rank is much more complex, and nowadays it's a nightmare for SEOs and marketing firms. My company and our SEO team, we keep fighting every month. Sometimes for some keywords we are ranked at the top, but by the end of the month we are ranked at the bottom for the same keywords. Apparently Google keeps updating the algorithm based on current events. For instance, to accommodate AI technology, they have updated their algorithm to rank human written content above AI written content. So, to return back to our story, by the early 1996, Sergey Brin and Larry Page, they started working together on their thesis as they realized that their work was overlapping, and also because they had become good friends. Eventually, in the early 1997, they introduced a primitive search engine called Packra. Yes, it's still not Google yet, but we are close to it. By the late 1996, Larry Page decided that they needed to come up with a better name, and after a lot of brainstorming, they ended up with the word Googleplex. Now, and shortened it to Google. Google is spelled as Google, not GLE. It is actually a number, it's a huge number. Specifically, it is 1 followed by 100 zeros. So the idea was that since a lot of people come to search data to Google, that's how they came up with the name. But the team misspelled the name while registering the company, and they stuck with it because they liked it. So, eventually, after lots of ups and downs, and with the help of an angel investor, they registered the company in 1998, and Google Incorporation was formed. Now, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, they set out to, when they started their thesis, they were not looking to make the biggest search engine. They were not looking to start a company. They were looking to solve a problem. So, to conclude, the Google story has numerous lessons, but the most important lesson for me as a businessman is that in order to start a successful company, in order to create a successful company, it is important to identify customer requirement and create a solution for that problem or supply the solution, and you keep doing that again and again and again in order to survive in this ever-changing environment. And if you don't trust me, just Google it.
Please give a round of applause. To maintain a healthy lifestyle, again, we need to do some small sport activity like cricket or something, football or volleyball. And this person who loves to play badminton 4 times in a week, and I would call upon Toastmaster Jai Shankar, who is doing his P4 from level 1 presentation mastery. Please. Same
Thank you.
Opportunities are like hidden gems. You have to embrace it to be successful in your life. When I was looking in my career journey, I could see that I have missed a lot of opportunities which would have led to me a different career path. I did my articleship with one of the famous chartered accountant in Kottayam. His name was C.P. Abraham. Once I completed my registration process, I went and met a senior who was working there. I inquired him how the boss. He told me, Jaya, the boss is very strict and he is a short-tempered guy. If you are not doing the audit properly, you can expect anything happening inside his cabin. It was a shocking news for me. The next day, I saw someone running into my office and he took some files from the cabin. He collected pen, paper and other accessories from the office boy. Then he went and drank some water quickly. He went outside again. After some time, I received a call from my boss. He was asking me to come to the office. I went there. The runner was standing there politely and his name was Rabi. Boss asked me to go along with him and assist him in his audit. Rabi and I went to the client location and we completed the audit within 1 week and we came back. While returning, I could see that Rabi was very nervous and he was worried about the finalization with the boss. Once we reach office, we have completed all the work and then we entered into the office cabin, to the boss office. We have handed over all the document and file to him. He started verifying it. He started asking queries. Some of the queries we couldn't explain. So he got angry actually. Then he said, you have to complete the audit properly. I don't want dumb people here. By hearing that, Rabi got more tense and while handing over some paper, he knocked out the tea which was placed in placed on his table and the tea was spilled over all places. The boss got very angry. He threw the paper like this. And what I have seen that the paper was flying in the air and we started picking up the file and paper from there. All the time he was scolding us. Then he asked us, go to the client again and redo the audit properly. It was my first experience of an audit. That time I decided I was emboldened to avoid the direct contact with my boss. And I was successful in that one. For the 3 years, I did very less contact with him. But it has led to me a loss of opportunity from learning from an experienced and educated teacher. I came to Dubai. I joined in a DPWell group as an accountant. The 6 years I joined there, I didn't get any promotion. I got a normal increment from that company. The tendency to avoid the management has remained with me. After 6 years, a new manager came to my office and he was very social and he was very helping with all the people. One day, while I was preparing budget for the next year, he called me to his cabin. He told me, Jaya, I was trying for a promotion for you. But when I told the management, none of them know who is Jayashankar. So they refused to give any promotion to you. He told me, you have to come up, you have to interact more with the management, otherwise you won't get any promotion. So since it is a budget time, he asked me, okay, you complete the budget and prepare a presentation. We will go together to the board meeting and this time you will present the budget. I said okay, agreed with him. Just before the budget meeting, I completed the presentation and the budget. I was very confident of my presentation, but when the day of the meeting came, I wake up at 2 o'clock. I lost my sleeping. I found that I was nervous. I found all the 100 reasons to avoid that meeting. Then at 7 o'clock, I called my boss and I told him, today I have back pain, I cannot walk, so I am not coming. He didn't say anything, he hung the phone. Next day when I went to the office, he told me, Jaya, the presentation was very good. And everyone has appreciated your presentation. But Jay, you have to understand, you are living under the shadow of a manager. You are a main pillar of the finance department, but none of the management knows what you do here. So if you want to come up and get a promotion, you have to come forward and take steps, initiative, and show them what you are doing here. That message was very clear for me. Next day, I went to the office and I told him, anyway, I am doing the monthly report. I am preparing the monthly report. So from this month, I will present the monthly report to the board meeting. From that day onwards, I have taken all the opportunity whatever came to me, and within 1 year I got my first promotion, which I was waiting for the 7 years. I am urging all of you to take the opportunity and step out of your comfort zone so that you can grow and succeed. Over to you.
Please give a round of applause to Toastmaster Jay.
Our agenda.
Please give feedback to the speakers. There is a slip
With the blank paper.
So, another tip for being physically healthy is having a good sleep. So, when I call upon this Toastmaster, her healthy habit goals is sleep early, have no food by 6 o'clock, and work 3 times in a week, or work out 3 times.
Work 3 times a week.
A weekly salary I want.
So I will call upon Toastmaster Sadaf, who is doing the Project 3 Level 1 Innovative Plan.
Objectives.
Yeah.
Objectives.
Better reach that.
Toastmaster Sadaf, please read out
Yeah.
that.
The purpose of this speech is to practice using vocal variety or body language to enhance his speech. This member has chosen to be evaluated on vocal variety for the speech.
Please welcome on stage Toastmaster Sadaf.
Shafa, can you send Daddy? I want to take him out for tea. Ali, you're asking for Daddy? You're not supposed to babysitting for him? Ali says, technically yes, but technically no. Shafa, his wife. Ali, stop talking like an IT engineer. You are supposed to be babysitting my father and here comes asking me where my father is? Good evening, Toastmasters. Allow me, and my valuable guests, allow me to take you a small trip, a family trip of mine where we ended up losing our father and then finding him eventually. A story begins, we were in a lovely place in a trip we had taken, and a group of 9 people along with my father had gone across. So when the incident happened that we have lost our fathers, all red flags came in. How do we find him? My father was at tender age of 70, still break it. His brain is still working, but he does not know which hotel he's staying in. So still that's a question mark, how do we find him? And above that, how we tell mommy that listen, we have lost your husband. We are supposed to find him. OMG, our heart from here came here. So who's supposed to be the bait and tell mommy? We all decided, the rest of the 8 of us or 7 of us, let's not tell mommy. Let's go and find daddy. It will be easy. Mama, you take it easy. We're just going downstairs to pick up something. Mommy settled. Now all of us, mission daddy find. We went to the lobby, hotel. We went to the whereabouts. No sign of daddy. It took almost 2 hours. And still all our efforts went in vain. No father I can see anywhere there. Okay, group time, let's connect together. Options, what do we have? Option number 1, find daddy. Option number 2, how much time do we have? Well, our flight is in 8 hours. Can we rebook the flight? Can we rebook the flight? No, we cannot rebook the flight. If you want to fly free, this is the only flight where you can use your free tickets. Otherwise, we are stuck here for another 4 days. So we have to go back to option number 1, find daddy. Yes, we can't. 4 more days is not, we will not enjoy the trip at all. It will be over the budget. Okay, let's go to the Mission Impossible first. Let's blast the bum on Mama that we are actually finding daddy for almost 2 hours. Mama, just to let you know, you are not able to find daddy for 2 hours. And Mom says, you did not tell me. Why did you leave your father-in-law, Ali? And my brother-in-law, poor guy, saying, no, Mummy, please don't worry. He was with me, but actually, technically, I sent him up. What you did? So now Ali comes and opens his mouth. Actually, I had got him into the lift, pressed the button, told him to go and see you. By the time I come and pick up these things, and Mama comes and says, Ali, you think your father-in-law at this age will have this brain, he will not stop on any other floor? You think he will come to us? Here my sister is a sandwich between my brother-in-law and my mommy. How to handle this situation? After relaxing Amma, we came down, we said, okay, let's start mission again. How many hours more for the flight? We have another 6 more hours for the flight to go. And we have to take that flight. Eventually, after approximate another 4 more hours, we came back and we decided that we have to stay back for another 4 more days because we are still not able to find a bunk. And my mother's blood pressure, heartbeat, everything out of control. Where is he gone? Is he okay? Is he not? The map, the vision she created, is he fallen down? Has something happened to him? He does not have any number. He does not have any contact. And for us, to handle Mom, and to think Dad in that situation is a big challenge. Mama, take it easy. What do you do? You can't find him. I know him. After those 4 hours, we come into the hotel, tired and exhausted, about to cancel the flight, and we see Mr. Retired Muhammad Ejaz Khan sitting in the lobby, enjoying with an orange juice and enjoying the game, football game. I only know how my mother controlled her temper there in the lobby. He was taken inside the room, 30 minutes. My father was toasted. You know you have come to a new place. You know that you should not be going on. You know our age is like that. We should be with children. And my father sheepishly says, you know, Brahman Sahiba, I actually, don't like this place. I wanted to go to Bangkok and beaches, enjoy there. You haven't gotten me here. My mother says, you and your Bangkok. Now you're not going to leave any place. You're going to sit here till we go on the flight. Okay, bye. Rest assured, Daddy is safe. We got them on board. Everybody packed, and we're right on the flight. When we reached on the airport, my mom made sure to catch him from the hand till he boarded the aircraft. To take up points from this story, there were lots of moments. We got connected, disconnected. We wanted to have lovely memories of this. But we had nice, scary memories along with it. So I always encourage we all, when we have our elders around, please make sure, put a waistband on them, name, contact number, everything, because they are now, these are these elder toddlers. They are of their own mind, they'll go anywhere. So make sure that they are around. So they send along with that, we take their dress and we put a stapler of our contact number all the time. These people are now of their own world. So we need to make sure we are able to cater to their request, take them to Bangkok, if needed be, and let them enjoy. Over to you, Toastmaster of today.
Please give a round of applause to the Toastmaster.
this person, I am going to call upon will be the role model for your healthy habits. When I asked him what is his healthy habits, he said to me regular exercise, recently joined gym 4 times in a week, and adequate sleep, and make sure sleep from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. Correct?
Yeah.
And timely meals in between.
Yes.
Eating on time, and maintain a balanced diet. So let me welcome Toastmaster Rajesh, who is doing his project 2 from level 3, innovative motivational strategies. Please, read upon
Toastmaster Rajesh has a speech title, Introduction to AI Tools. The purpose of the speech is for the member to introduce or review basic presentation software strategies for creating and using slides to support or enhance the speech. The purpose of the speech is for the member to demonstrate his or her understanding of how to use presentation software, including the creation of slides and incorporating the technology into a speech. All the best.
Please welcome on stage.
Time is 5 to 7 minutes.
The stage is yours.
Good evening, Toastmaster of the day, dear Toastmasters and respected guests.
Good evening.
Let me share a very glad news that very recently I have accepted a role as brand manager for Faber. Faber Castell is a stationery brand, Germany. So I am very excited about the new role. And just 1 week ago, like the TM Modi just introduced, I started to go to the gym. So very much enthusiastic to get my health on track again. As I am excited with these two projects, I completely deprioritized that I had a speech in Toastmasters. And just the previous day, I have decided to work on my speech. With the new job and the new office, which was Herculean task, I opened my laptop, went to Canva and asked it, please create a presentation for me that titles AI tools and its introduction. So whatever you will see for the next 6 minutes is completely prepared by AI tool called as Canva. Now for the content. I do not have enough time to write the content. I tried writing it, it got wrong. I went to ChatGPT and I told it to give me content for 7 slides to fill up the presentation that is already created and designed by Kader. So combining both, what AI stands today is the next 6 minutes that you have. So you can be the judge whether AI is good enough or not, and it does not belong to me. Let's go. Let's go. So, as an introduction to the tool, what is AI? AI is a machine or a tool that the humans are trying to mimic, to think like humans and to learn like humans, which many of us are thinking is dangerous. Now, the application that we use in daily life has lots of AI, which we might know or might not know. For example, we are familiar with the Google inbox, the Gmail inbox for a long time now. So you could see that the main inbox will have important mails, the promotion will be categorized into promotions, the forums will be categorized in forums. And how does that happen? That happened with the smallest AI that has been written by the Google developers for Gmail. Then you can also are familiar with voice assistants. Hey Google, many of your phones would start to activate. Hey Siri, all these are AI tools. Streaming services, when you switch on Netflix, you would like to see and it will show you the content that you like. How is it doing it? It is doing by the backend code with the assistance of AI. There are AI-powered wearables that's in your wrist, which is connected to your mobile, your smartwatch, and maybe even your laptop. There are other natural language processing machines that are coming up in the near future. One of that is this. Anybody who knows what is this?
Galaxy rings.
Is the ring. This is the process. This is one AI tool that is going to replace the smartwatch or even our mobiles in the recent future. Just an introduction. We will come to the future. We'll tell you what this takes to you where. Then there is home automation. When you go to when I go to my house, I have the Google Assistant already there. When I ask the Google Assistant, hey Google, switch on the light, it will switch on the light. Hey Google, turn on the fan, it turns on the fan. So these home automations have already reached our house, and many of you would be already using it. Then there is online shopping convenience. When I say, look at the slide is self-explanatory because I want more emphasis on the online shopping experience, which some of you, if you are not aware of, there is a concept called as Amazon Fresh. Amazon Fresh, they have opened their outlets in the US, where there is no cashiers, there is no merchandisers, nothing. You just scan your mobile or your smartwatch, you enter it, you choose what you like, bag as you shop, and just walk out. When you walk out, you just have to tap your watch, and then it will already start billing on you on your credit card that is already assigned with Amazon. Most of us have our credit cards already in the Amazon line. So this is the concept that will soon reach Dubai. So this is amalgamation of lots of AI gadgets working together for one output for a new user interface customer experience. Like we say, as AI is developing on a daily basis, we could see that industries such as healthcare, finance, and manufacturing are all experiencing transformations through this tool. One that we can recently and quickly reaching is AI-powered robotic surgery. And before end of our life, we will experience and come down the knives of a robot hand. However exciting it is or fearful it is. Now, what future trends are the healthcare revolution as we just discussed. There is smart transportation, there is personalized user experience that we saw, there is personalized learning and workplace automation. I want emphasis on smart transportation. There are more than 30 people at an average dying by car accidents in Dubai alone every month. So, smart cars, when they come up, they will take care of the driving by themselves, and it should drastically reduce accidents on the road. It does not only reduce accidents, it will also take you up in the air. So this is already there. This is not the future nor an AI generated image. This is an image that is already, this is a picture that is really, that is being taken place in Dubai. So the flying cars are on its way. Now there are also challenges, despite all the advantages, that the AI have ethical issues and concerns because of the biased algorithms and concerns about the displacement of our jobs. When we say about displacement of our jobs, why should we be scared about AI? AI will never replace a human, but AI would replace a human who is not upskilled with AI tools. Just to end it up, this is a song that I've recently heard in the YouTube. Yeah, it's a great movie which is come killer. You can go to Netflix and watch it. But there is a beautiful song, and in YouTube you could find that this song is already sung by the late Jagdish Singh and Mohammad Rafi. But who has sung it? It's totally generated by AI. It's beautiful. You can't recognize whether it's the real voice or the other one. Now there is the question of royalty to these people. So the future, any of the artists can be manipulated by AI. So today I would like to end by introducing you to ChatGPT, one tool of ChatGPT. And the ChatGPT actually has 4 different aspects to the whole thing. It answers your instant answers, it tailor your advices, creative, inspiration and professional input. I would urge any of you, all of you, to install the app and start using it. In another session, I would like to take you through how to use this and make it effectively working in your daily lives. Now, to conclude, it was fire, electricity, internet, and the next one is AI that is going to transform the human race. Thank you. Over to you.
Please give a round of applause to Toastmaster. I have a doubt. Who will control the AI in your house? Whose voice?
My voice.
Yours. The next speaker, who is doing the
Level 3 project 1.
level 3 project 1 from team collaboration. When I asked him about his healthy habits, he said, I am controlling the intake of food, adding veggies, salads. It's also to try having dinner, early dinner, and start some exercise. Toastmaster Mohammed Safir, before I call upon the speaker, can I have the
objectives?
Toastmaster Shafir, the purpose of this project is for the member to be introduced to or review strategies for working in a collaborative group. The purpose of this speech is also for the member to share some aspect of his or her experience practicing collaboration with a small team. Over to you. All the best.
Please give a round of applause to Toastmaster.
Thank you.
Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests.
Good evening.
An activity is very essential for a healthy life. I think we can do in a very small activity while sitting in a position. I just request you to just raise your hand and tap one finger to your other hand. Okay, let's do with 2 fingers. Let's do with 3 fingers. Let's do with 4 fingers. Let's do with 5 fingers. So you see the impact. When you tap with the 1 finger, the voice was very less. But when you tap with the 5 fingers, the voice becomes louder. So in the life, whatever you do, when you do alone, it will be very small. But if you can do in a big manner, with a collaborative approach, it will make a big voice. Collaboration is nothing but people come together for a common goal. They put their effort, they use their skill, their knowledge for a purpose. It's not achieving a goal, more than that, you are using your strategy, your skill, your expertise to achieve something. If you just look on the human history, you can see that all the biggest inventions, biggest discoveries have done by the product of collaboration. Whether it's internet, whether it's electricity, whether it's Mars mission, whether it's moon mission, whatever it is. Even though the recent COVID vaccine, when the pandemic spread, like everybody was looking for solutions. Then all the healthcare professionals, the researchers, the scientists, the pharmaceutical companies, the medical professionals, everybody come together to produce a solution. And finally, within a year, they could, an unprecedented collaboration, they could bring a product called COVID vaccine to prevent the spread. Normally, a vaccine, it takes 10 to 15 years to produce, to apply in the human. But with the collaboration, it could possible within a year. Couple of years back, when I was just scrolling through my mobile, I saw a PR for a blood donation. It was posted in our alumni group. So I just called the person who posted. She's my friend Siji. She's working in Dubai Blood Bank. So she has put in a post that there is a scarcity of the blood and they were just requesting the people to volunteer for blood donation. So I called CG. I asked, this is the first time I am going to donate the blood. What should the precaution I should take? So CG mentioned, you don't need to do anything, just come, whenever you are free. If you can just come tomorrow, that would be great. Come within a full meal, full stomach meal. So I said, okay, then I will come after the work tomorrow. So the next day, when we were sitting in the office, I was just thinking, I can go alone. Maybe I can just give 480 ml blood. But instead of I just go alone, can I make it little bigger? Because in our office there are 300 people. So I thought, maybe why can't I conduct a blood donation drive in my office? So I just approached my VP and I said, see, there is an option, there is a scarcity for the blood bank. Can we just arrange a blood donation drive in the office? She just emboldened me. She said, Sheffield, just go ahead. This is incredible. And this is the time we need to see it. So I just called CG. I said, CG, just let me know how I can conduct a blood donation drive. So she said, are you going to do that? Then I said, yes. Then she said, okay, how many people you are expecting? So I said, in the office we have 300 people, but I am not sure how many people will volunteer for that. So I said, approximately 100 we can consider. So she said that, okay, we need a room which can accommodate, she's just on 120 meter, and there should be a 10 couch and all other equipments they will bring. You just give us a room and you can just have some refreshments for the people. The rest, everything we will manage. But it was not that easy because we never done any such a big event in the office. Also, this is a health precaution, right? So we have to take an approval. We have to take approval from the management of the building. We have to ensure that all their equipments we can just lift up to in the escalator. So all these things we need to do, and a collaboration with the different people, different departments, and different teams. And finally, I could do that. We got around 130 registrations. Out of 130, 114 people we could take the blood. So I was just thinking I was alone going and donating 480 ml. Instead of that, with this activity, we could give around 54-liter human blood. I'm sure that many of the people, they got a rebirth with those bloods. So that's the power of collaboration. When you think alone, maybe you can do solitude. And even you think about the Toastmasters meeting, the TMOD, the other people, the generally violent, they come together without having any profit to empower the communication, to develop the communication of the people. So that's also a beautiful act of collaboration. I wish I'm just trying to let me just dedicate my today's speech to all the excom of our the Lagoon Toastmasters for the wonderful coordination. So let's celebrate the power of collaboration. Thank you.
Please give a round of applause to Toastmasters. It is one of the healthy things to donate blood. Okay, so another tip for healthy is to maintain a good diet, early sleep, and wake up early. And this is the habit of our the Toastmaster Sri Shankar. Toastmaster Sri Shankar, who is doing the level 2 of project 1. Level 1, project 2, leadership development.
Project 1, level 2.
Project 1, level 2 of leadership development. For this, can I ask the objective to do it?
So the purpose of this project is for the member to observe his or her time management patterns. That's it. Over to you.
Please give a round of applause to Toastmaster Sri Shankar. Stage is yours.
Ever felt that you have failed in life when you lost the first chance? Ever felt sad, depressed, angry when you lost the first chance? Good evening, Toastmasters and dear guests.
Good evening.
Good evening.
In life, we'll come up with a lot of opportunities. It is not necessary you will able to see the first chance in the right perspective. So, in my life, I have one bucket full of second chance. Maybe I had to get a second one. So, once we lose the first chance, do we do what we are supposed to do? Do we try to reflect and review what, why, how, where did we go wrong, such that we'll understand what was missed out in the first chance? Let me take you through my journey of buying my current car, the 2001 Lexus LS 430. So in 2016, I was looking out for the car, and I found a 2004 LS 430. It was good condition. So I called up the seller. I traveled from Alain to Ajman, drove the car. The car was fine, except it was not going in a straight line. But it was still running fine. So I asked the seller what is the issue. So it may be a slight alignment issue. And me being a car enthusiast and crazy about cars, I thought, yeah, this happens to my current car as well. So yeah, fine. I think I can manage. So I said, okay, shall we take the car for a test? He said, do you really want to? Because you have to take the car to recovery. The car is in Ajman. I told him I want to take it in Dubai for the test. So he said, you got to take the car to, from Ajman to Dubai. You have to pay for the recovery, pay for the testing, which you can use this amount to pay for your registration and the number plate if you want to. I'm in a bit of excitement, slightly confused. I told him, let me think about it, and I'll get back to you soon. So I went back home, showed my cousins the photos of the car. They were super excited. They said, you transfer the money to his account, close the deal, you lose the car. Now I'm too excited, started daydreaming as if I'm already in the car, riding on the highway on the fast track. All the cars in front are moving away, seeing my car. It's like a Hollywood show, as if Tom Cruise is riding the car. So next day, I called him up. I don't know what happened, but I told him, let's meet up in Dubai. I'll put in that money for recovery. It's fine. So he got the car, the recovery. The vehicle was gone for testing. So now I'm waiting for the test results. Once the test was over, I went to the inspector and asked him, yes, boss, how is it? He said, I think you better meet the supervisor. Okay. I went to the supervisor, sat in front of him. Supervisor is going through the test reports. It's a 4-page test report with each and everything. So I looked at him, boss, what happened? Sorry to say your vehicle won't pass. Okay, can you, why? It is a half-cut vehicle. What do you mean half-cut? I bought the whole car for the testing. What do you mean half? I think you misunderstood. Half-cut vehicles. Well, that is the thing. There will be some cars which will be going for scrap. What will happen is these cars will be cut into half, and the parts of the vehicle will be selling it for second parts. And half cuts, certain garage people buy it for dead cheap price, assemble them up, and sell it. Unfortunately, this is not allowed in Dubai to use this car, and you cannot register a car in Dubai. And it's strictly unsafe to drive such a car. I was like, I don't know what to respond to the inspector because he did his job. I can see all my dreams closing down nicely. Then I came out. I went to the seller and asked him, what were you up to? Started arguing, knew there's no use because I won't get my money back. But felt a little satisfied, at least I scolded him. I don't remember the words I used.
Taboo topics.
Yeah. So Now I'm sad, depressed. Now I'm wondering, oh my god, I have to search again. I don't know whether I'll get the same car. I thought of the same thing. My wife, my cousins, oh, I was not married yet. Sorry, my cousins, everybody tried to tell me, hey, don't worry, man, you'll get a good one. At the same time, my dad was demotivating even further, telling me, better go and get a new car from the showroom. I told him, no, I'll run away from him. Soon, one day, after a few weeks, I saw another LS430. It was a 2001, an older one. A beautiful black LS430 with chrome alloys. It was so beautiful to look at it. It was like a black beauty. I went to see the car. I drove it. Then I came to know it is actually even really smooth. Then what I drove was trash. I went to the seller. I said, testing, then we shall talk. My first experience taught me that. First test, then we shall talk whatever it is. Guess what? The vehicle passed.
Yay.
The inspector was happy. He said, boss, it's a very good vehicle. It's hard to get such a vehicle. It has some minor repairs. Just do that and you're good to go. I took the car. Even now the car is with me. My wife, who knows me very well, that I take off the car very better than taking care of her and my kids. She tells me, please don't sell the car at least. I assure you that. Don't worry about it. So, dear Toastmasters and guests, don't have the FOMO for missing on the first chance. You will have that experience from the first chance that will cherish and give the real good outcomes from the second chance. Life is a game. You cannot undo what is done, but you can do the next one way better. Thank you.
Please give a round of applause to the So when I call this person to check up what is his healthy habit, the silent role player, timer, Toastmaster Francisco, he said having regular meals and adding up vegetables, these are his healthy habits. Timely meals, not regular meals. So can you read out the timer report?
Yes. We had the first speaker, Asma. She took 5 minutes 25 seconds. The second speaker, Josefa, took 7 minutes 26 seconds. The third speaker, Jayshankar, took 6 minutes 56 seconds. The fifth speaker, TM Sadaf Ijaz, took 7 minutes 1 second. And TM Rajesh, sorry, he took 8 minutes 19 seconds, disqualified. And Muhammad Safi took 6 minutes 5 seconds. And TM Shri Shankar, sorry, 7 minutes 45 seconds.
So
Two are disqualified and 5 are
Rajesh,
qualified.
and the rest are qualified.
Yes.
Please vote for the best speakers. Only
No Mindy.
no name. Okay. There are slipped in the.
I did not set up.
One now.
30 minutes for the.
Over 8 minutes 19 seconds.
Yeah, I thought you were doing that too. I thought you were doing that too.
Is it set up? No, right? Did you set up?
Set up means this thing.
I don't know.
No,
No, you have to set up the name.
Yeah.
You have to set up the name.
With the.
What is that website? No?
All we working on finally. Voting the slip or
Slip.
Slip, please vote.
No slip.
With paper.
Just any paper. Subject like that.
No slips.
Who is collecting?
I'm collecting.
Why no milk?
Past it.
Why no milk?
It's not
Okay, that's the problem.
You can open.
Thank you.
With this, we come to end of our main meals. And we have our break, and we have our healthy meals outside. So let's have a break for 10 minutes.
My God, again.
Let's come back after that.
Again.
As long as I am going to lose.
You are overconfident. Overconfident. He again dropped the laptop. So he is telling us all the time.
Table topic.
Please. Stop.
അണ്ണൻ ചെറുക്കൻ അടിച്ച പുള്ളി അത് യൂസ് സാരം പറഞ്ഞത് നമ്മളെല്ലാം
So good evening. Please be seated. There is a change in the agenda. Due to time constraint, we are skipping the table topics. So we will go directly to the panel evaluation. For this, let me invite our panel moderator on stage.
Thank you.
One chair is lifted.
Toastmaster today, fellow Toastmasters and guests, good evening.
Good evening.
So, who can help me with the tagline of Toastmasters?
Where leaders are made.
Where
leaders are made.
Where leaders are made. This is the slogan of Toastmasters. So, leadership has two components. And what are those? One is the communication skills, and the other is the leadership skills. So both this combined together form the Toastmasters program. Now what you witnessed in the first half of the program, that is to enhance your communication skills. So now what you're going to witness in this half will enhance your leadership skills. And one of the main aspects of leadership skill is listening. So in this segment, our panel evaluators have listened to the speeches, and they will now give constructive feedback to the speakers to enhance their speech. So please help me welcome the panel evaluators of today, Toastmaster TM Rajesh. Please come here, sir. We have this here for nothing. And Toastmaster Muhammad Rafi. and Toastmaster Hemant Kumar. So we have almost 14 minutes and 7 speakers. So that means 2 minutes for each speaker. So I will have a sandwich approach. I'll ask the first evaluator as to the area for improvement. One thing which you like the most. Okay, then one area for improvement, TM Kader.
Yes.
And another area for improvement, and then we'll end it with a positive note. You know, what you like about the speaker, and that will be continued. So each answer, I'm expecting not more than 30 seconds. So timer, please time for 30 seconds, and you just press the bell, just to control the time. Okay? So
Two
with that,
positives, two area of improvement.
I will ask from you only one thing. From each evaluator, one thing at a time. Okay? So let's see, after a round it will be
Only
clear.
2 minutes that we have got.
30 seconds. 30 seconds each. So let's start with the first speaker, Toastmaster Asma. What did you like about Toastmaster Asma's speech?
Good evening, friends.
Good evening.
Toastmaster Asma today was very calm, composed, appropriate usage of pauses, rate of delivery fully controlled, with full of emboldened. You came down from the stage, expressed yourself, gestures were brilliant.
Thank you, Toastmaster. TM Rajesh, one area for improvement for Toastmaster Asma.
Yeah. Toastmasters can focus on voice modulation. The voice was monotonous completely in this one. She can focus on that one and for improvement.
Oh. Another area for improvement for Toastmaster Asma.
So another area of improvement would be, you had many incidents. So even though you met the objectives from the previous speech of moving around and having pause, but since you had many incidents, you had to hurry. So that's why probably there was no voice modulation. So I think you could have reduced a couple of incidents and elaborated on the one or two would have been good. Yeah.
Thank you. Now let's give a word of inspiration to Toastmaster Asma.
Before that, another area of movement is she was looking down always. Look at the audience. Looking down means you are trying to remember something. Avoid that.
So even while remembering, try to have the glance and then remember.
Beautiful language of English used by Asma. I have noted down few sentences which really inspired me. You know, when your brother said you are distracted from your family conversation, you said dissecting the conversation, putting pieces together. We were wired, magnifies our fear and blinds us. These are the few sentences, beautiful usage of the sentences. Well done, Asma. The only one point where I would like to give as an area of improvement is you had the stage, but most of the time you are looking down on the stage. When you are on the stage, use this. Focus on one area, on the left, right, and center. That brings you the eye contact. You know, the practice of eye contact is just select randomly, starting from the left, right, and then center back. There you can hit the audience.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Now, coming to Toastmaster Huzaifa.
Before that, can I add?
Yeah, please.
More thing.
Yes.
I fully agree with Toastmaster Rafi for the use of the language. Very good reframing of perspective, something like this one. As he said, you try to add humor, very, very, very violent. And good movements also. Came down, used the stage. All these are good.
Thank you. Coming to Toastmaster Huzaifa, what did you like the most about his speech?
asking to?
You too.
Me. Okay, he started with a question so that it attracts the attention of the audience. And he asked about the Google, how do you know the story of the Google or the full form of the Google? That was good.
It's a very interesting one. Yes, one area for improvement.
So, yeah, I think this was a subject that you selected, from your heart. So you were narrating it. So you didn't prepare the speech as it is. So you were just telling a story. So in that process, there was no sequence. So you were in between forgetting that sequence, So that's why sometimes you were trying to remember. So whatever it is, you have to write down and practice it. So that, because this could have been a very good speech because it was coming from your heart. I think it's your favorite subject kind of thing. So, but lack of preparation.
So scripting down and
yes, and practicing.
Yeah.
Organization.
Yeah.
At least first 5 speeches, it's recommended to send to the mentor.
Correct.
This
Because
is
you were
one
very
thing for
overconfident. This is my subject. I can.
No, speech organization.
Speech organization. Okay. And one more area for improvement, Toastmaster Rafi.
If you don't trust me, just Google it.
Ending was.
It's common thing that I have noted down today in most of the speeches. It's eye contact, missing of eye contacts, and also stage movement. Your posture was perfect. You stood with confidence. You started with confidence, but as you moved along with the speech, you lost that, that confidence somewhere, and you're a little bit of nervous. It's fine. Nervousness is altogether is fine, but just a little bit of more practice. Yes, I like the humor what you have, the humor sense what you have. Well done, good.
So basically, the nervousness you convert into energy. That is what it is. Yes, sir.
And to add to that one, make the story simple. It was very complicated to understand. From beginning to end, if you want to understand, I lost it in between. So make it in simple sentences, very clear for the audience to understand. This is one thing. And he ended with the summarization or some moral wisdom. That was also.
So that is the good thing which you like.
To both I say.
All right. Okay. So now coming to Toastmaster Jayashankar. Yes, sir. What did you like the most about his speech?
Yeah, he also started off very well, asking, with a statement he started. That was good. Like, opportunities are gems. Okay. So, grab it. So, with a message you started. So that is always good. Either with a question or if with a message, the speech will have an impact. So you will grab the attention of all the audience. So that was good. Yeah.
Thank you. Toastmaster Rafi, one area for improvement.
I think you need to practice your speeches a little more. But I can also observe at the same time that yes, you have put a lot of efforts. Better if you, once the speech is prepared, better send it across to your mentor. Because that may help you to make the content in a structured wise, opening, body, and that what will follow. That is what I felt it was missing. And the entire speech of this 6.5 minutes, whatever time you have taken, you stood in 2 places. One here in the starting, when you came to Dubai, you stood the other side. You could have concluded coming in the center and with a punch. You are well dressed, you are prepared, you have practiced, but still little more efforts will make you a different speaker. I'd like to see you again. Well done.
TM Rajesh, one more area for improvement.
One more to whatever I have. I will.
Yes.
First thing, area of improvement, you can do dialogues instead of statements. And you had monologue, right? Voice modulation. I don't want dumb people here. Most days. Grammar.
I lost my sleeping, so kept on the ground. Then good points, use of prop, thrown the papers. Then it was his own story and entered with a good message, emboldening us. So these things were.
So you didn't left anything for.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was concluding.
That's fine. I'm sure he'll have something else to say.
Okay.
So the point to improve or?
You entered the good note for Toastmasters.
Yeah, so the ending was good. It was a message to everyone that you urged everyone to come out of the comfort zone and grab all the opportunity. So you summed up with a good message in the end, urging all the urging the audience to come out of the comfort zone. So that ending was good. Thank you.
Toastmaster Rashid, if you could come here, you would be in the frame. Stand here.
Okay. Sure. Alright, now coming to Toastmaster Sadaf. What did you like the most about Toastmaster Sadaf's speech?
She hit straight away her objectives. Vocal variety, usage of vocal variety, fantastic. Out of the excitement, Sadaf, what I observed, it was pure out of excitement. There was unnecessary usage of body gestures, too much of over usage of body gestures, over usage of movements. If you could have controlled those two areas, every statement, every word doesn't need a gesture. But the important gestures will be diluted because of this. Just try to focus on select few gestures and body expressions. Then I think you are already a toasted speaker.
Basically, be like Malayalam movie actors and not like Tamil movies.
You can ask them.
So I need to now do the marathon on watching those movies.
Toastmaster of his opinion. So, but if you see many of the international speeches, you will see different levels of using body gestures. But you can take it in the right spirit and follow. Yes. Yeah,
okay.
One area for improvement for.
Actually, area of improvement. See, I was so engrossed in your speech that story was very good. But then one point I would also say is that you had a lot of things to say. You could have so you were just using a lot of body movements. So you were not pausing at all. Continuously you were speaking. So like in the same flow you gave in the end an advice also. So that advice could have been given little more, standing at one place and addressing the sword. That okay, when you are traveling with the elders, what you have to do, like stapling the contact number on the one. So that could have, but you just said it you didn't give that punch. So that is a very good advice that you said, but it could have been given with a little more authority.
Yes. Yeah, you want.
But the new word, from where did you got the new word? Elder toddler.
Elder toddler.
I made it. I have 2 at home.
I like that word, elder toddler. Yeah.
Yes, TM Rajesh. One more area for improvement, if you may.
You started with a story. The story, setting up the story is required in the beginning. We went for a tour. We means how many persons? Myself, my brother-in-law, my father, my mother. This was lacking because you started just to this my father. I was just thinking that finally it is that we were coming to on a tour to some place. So I think setting up is required. That is one thing. And shall I say anyway? Nobody else.
If you have anything,
yeah. Good thing is that not only the voice you modulated, the rate of speech also you try to increase and decrease. That's a good thing. And second thing is elder toddlers. I think she has seen me.
well said. Well said.
Good dialogues, definitely. Yes.
So setting up is important. Make it easy for the audience. Picture the characters. So that you set the premise, and then it is easy for the audience to follow. Otherwise, you will make the audience to think. What exactly is and some effort is required for that. Good one. Okay, sir, give her an energetic. Energetic, positive note.
Your involvement is, been observing your involvement in roles in Toastmasters is going very good. Keep that one and take more active stage usage. As far as your speeches are concerned, bit of control of dramatization, too much of dramatization, it will hurt your speeches. That's what I want.
And use of humor also good. I forgot to tell. Try to use the humor also.
So you have, you have very good expression. Actually, it is very difficult on the stage to show a lot of gestures and expression. But you are doing it little more. So if you control that, that will become your very good speech.
Anyway, this was about vocal variety and body language. So little more little exaggeration is okay.
On that note, it's fine.
If you will have to watch the triathlon speech of the world champion. You remember? Anyone remembers the
Boxing.
No. I was
Jocelyn.
Jocelyn.
That's one when she
She was all over the stage. Okay, now coming to Toastmaster Rajesh. The speech from Rajesh. What did you like the most about the speech?
I actually could learn a lot of things today from the very fact that the speech was prepared in such a short time, and you made it very good. I would say that I thought you would have taken a lot of time, but in a short time it was a very good speech.
So normally
that is commendable.
3 weeks. Normally.
It's a speech where I have to actually speak about it.
It was a lie detector.
Oh, this one, no, 2 days.
Yes, TM Rajesh, one area for improvement for you.
One area of improvement is not to read from the slides. Try not to read. Another, okay, afterwards.
Yes, try not to read at the same time, not to have too many information on the slides.
Yeah, too much words.
The best example to use to understand the usage of slides is to watch Steve Jobs' presentation. You have only maximum 3 pictures.
5, 6 also.
Everything 3. 3 pictures, 3 words, 3 items. So that's amazing. 6. Okay. Yes, Toastmaster, one more area for improvement.
When you are going to present a slide, use the remote control. Use the remote to move the slides. Every moment, whenever you want to move, when you have moved the slide, you have come and click the button here on the laptop. There is a lot of distraction was there. For every moment of slide, you have moved from one position, you have come to the laptop, and then you have clicked it. That is one thing. You can use the remote. You can use the remote. You can avoid the distraction. Second thing is, don't turn back. Try to remember the points. Don't turn back on the screen and read it. For the area of improvement, these are the 2 points I could have given to you.
Okay.
One more area of improvement is to keep to the time.
No, another is don't take bail. Initially I did not prepare that.
Yeah.
That is part of the speech.
Emotional intelligence.
Yes.
It was
It was announcement.
No, it was not announcement. It was only maybe 50% part and 50% part. That's what I understood.
What was objective?
What I understood.
So, what did you like about this?
Your strengths, today's slide presentation was good. In the fonts, the colors, the movement, everything was crystal clear. Maybe because of the system, even with these bright lights, everything was clear. What I liked is you have used those 4 words, FEIAI, fire, electricity, internet, AI, and then what? I like that punch at the end. That means that message has been conveyed. We are moving from one generation to another generation. Now we are at the age of artificial intelligence. So you started with fire, Stone Age, then with showing that electricity has come, then you brought internet, and then you ended with AI. And that was the ultimate message. Well done.
Excellent. Now coming to Toastmasters,
Anyway, he has
please.
done justice to the topic. He introduced the AI tools and the challenges also.
Yeah. Coming to Toastmaster Shafi's speech on the 54 liters of blood and speech on collaboration. Amazing speech. So what do you like the most about the speech?
Yeah, Shafi, actually, you had a lot of energy. So, the way you were speaking, I would appreciate the way you started, with about collaboration. Like alone we'll do little, but together we can do much more. So that was opening was very good. It was related to the your topic, so that was good. And same way ending also ended well. So this beginning and ending was with a lot of punch.
VPM Rajan, how can Toastmaster Shafi embolden his speech?
You can embolden the speech by adding dialogues instead of statements. Use dialogues and voice modulation in that. It will definitely embolden, because his story was a very good story with motivation, but if he is adding the dialogues instead of using that part, that one.
Talking to his manager and
wherever possible.
Third person.
Third person.
Role play.
Third person.
Role
play.
Role play. Toastmaster Shafi, can you give one more tip to Toastmaster Shafi to elevate his speech?
I think I have observed you third or fourth time. You have a very clutch habit, clasping your hands always. The moment you come in here and stand, you clasp your hand like this. So avoid that. It looks very awkward. First gesture is clasping your hand and standing like this. Just leave your hands free. Otherwise, you are a seasoned speaker. Everything was perfect. But somehow I found energy was a little low. And if you have brought out your delivery with little more energy, that would have given a different level of speech. You brought a personal story there. It was very good. You spoke to your colleague, and then your friend called, and then you spoke to your colleagues. That was a personal story. It always connects. That's brilliant. Just this 2-3 gestures, just try to avoid it. Things done. Well done.
Thank you. First, TM Rajan, one more. What did you like about his speech?
Good preparation and practice. And you started with a quotation to attempt to grab the attention. Alone we cannot do. We can do little and do together. Yeah. That example you have shown. 1, 2, 3, 5. Obvious. Your point. Wrote to the point. Then the story, as he said, story was. And you have shown the power of collaboration very clearly.
Thank you. Coming to Toastmaster speech on Black Beauty. So, TM Rajan, what did you like the most about Okay, let's start with Professor. So, what did you like most about
Shri, I think he has prepared today. You have done a good job. The preparation was good. There was, calmness. There was absolutely no nervousness. You are focused. The content was good. And what I like the most is that humor, what you brought in between. 3-4 places you brought a humor. That is very good. That's the greatest strength, when a speaker brings humor and adds. That's well done there. I like the end, the punch. She said, life is a game, you cannot undo what you want, but you can do the next one better. That was a very strong message, very impactful message that you have given out. Well done. If on any area of improvement, again, little bit of hand clasping, looking down. Select the area, three different areas and have the eye contact.
So while bringing the humor, can the speaker also chuckle on his?
Normally, professional humor speakers, they don't chuckle. They don't chuckle. Yes. Professional humor. They leave it for the audience to understand and then laugh.
We lead by laughing.
They leave the sentences off. The other half, they have to understand and laugh.
So they will
That's
keep a
where the
blank
profession-
face. Blank face.
They can smile.
Smile. Now,
Sometimes the audience will do
But don't chuckle. Don't ever chuckle. If you are bringing humor, don't ever laugh. If you laugh, that's your weakness.
Yeah, another, actually, this was something, probably car was your favorite thing, so you were so involved in speaking that sometimes, some of the words you were eating, like we were not understanding, because you were very slow. That comes under voice modulation. So I think little more of practice was required to make it, because you were probably very confident that, okay, it's my thing, but then you were sometimes speaking to yourself, kind of. So that time, like people at the back were not able to get some of the words. So
you can Rajesh, one more tip to him.
See, he started with a question. Good. But if it is a question, you wait for the answer also. Don't rush. Give some audience time to answer that. And second, you are supposed to talk about observing time management patterns. I don't see anything. Nothing in the speech. Time management patterns.
And you overshoot the speech.
So, objectives, first of all, go through the objectives, select stories or select topic.
Yes,
Well, there's all area for improvements. Use these areas, what has been mentioned, and time management, you need to focus it. Your rate of delivery was very, very slow today, and long usage of pauses were there. So avoid that, you'll be well within the time.
okay. Now that we have completed the evaluation, one question each to each of you. Today, when you go home, what do you remember the most from the speeches today? Only one thing.
I will take away the message of Asma.
Asma.
That
What
when
was
you
that?
have elders,
Sadaf.
Sadaf. That when you have elders at home, when you are traveling with elders, what you have to do. Because since I have my, old parents, so it's a good idea.
TM Rajesh, what is the one thing which you will take home to?
Yeah, I will remember the usage, English usage, language usage of Asma, body
Asma
language,
or Sadaf? Asma.
body language and
Gestures.
voice,
Voice.
yeah, voice, what language, voice modulation of Sadaf, and not using the fingers, not using the objectives of this one.
Okay. So that's also a take home. Yes, sir. What is the one thing?
One thing he says, Shafi brought out a very powerful message.
Yes.
Very powerful message. That 550 liters of human blood. 50 liters, right?
54 liters.
54 liters of human blood. I mean, we work in offices, but who have the time and think to come out of the box and do this one?
Yeah.
This is there is a strong message for everyone of us that there is a duty on us. That is one thing I have about Shafi. And second thing is, he has also conveyed another message. How collaboration will bring us to a different level. Being alone is very little, doing more together is more. That's what he brought.
And he gave the example of Toastmasters.
Correct. He brought Toastmasters in
That was
between.
very commendable.
Thank you. Please give a big round of applause. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What time was it? Word master. Tell that.
No.
Where's my time?
So now I hand over the stage to TM Modi.
Thank you. So, all the speakers, please take home this positive message and improve on your skills. And with this, can we ask for the word masters quickly?
There was a very good usage. The word was used 26 times.
Also very important use.
The name.
No, Asma introduced us to a new word, catastrophize.
Catastrophizing.
Yeah. Very nice word.
So please give a round of applause. And next session is our the last one, general evaluation. When I asked Rahul Sitara what is her healthy goals, instead of tea, snacks, she is taking supplements. When I am stressed, instead of arguing with my hubby, kids, etc., closing my eyes and taking the prayer.
That's why you're praying all the time.
On a serious note, I am having done my cupping
tray.
Controlling my food and everything. Please welcome on stage.
How was the meeting?
Excellent.
Say good evening.
Good evening.
This XCOM team is in high spirit and this emboldened our spirit.
27.
And that is why Teshri has started at the exact moment of 7:30, I think.
7:30, sure.
Yeah, before that.
Yeah.
Because when I reached, that was 7:31 and she was at the end of that Satyavata message. That was like a volcano of energy, loud and clear voice and the smile. And I missed the first part. I don't know if you have connected with the current days or something. Then came Nilesh, President in Action, and his confidence, loud voice, and a few grammatical mistakes were there, like in a one room, never ever give a few were there. Otherwise, I can say that it is an energized volcano. The energy was there. If this is the starting end, please keep up that energy, XCOM, throughout the year. And we had 4 guests actually. PQD. PQD. Yeah.
PQD is the only one.
Okay. Distinguished Harish, Toastmaster Harish, and Ms. Sharika, and Jijo Moria. I forgot your names. Shafiq and Rehan. Yeah, 4 guests were there. And the excellent introduction of the TMOD was given by the Toastmaster Nilesh, President in Action. Now, then came the TMOD, appropriate questions about the health and health. The exercise and very good tips, loud voice, eye contact, confidence, everything was fantastic. And the fabulous breathing techniques you have taught us, and secret of healthy lifestyle you have revealed. So, super tips to lead a healthy life. And throughout the meeting, you were just the theme was keen and I think you were repeating in different fillers were there. That was really fantastic. Now came the word master, emboldened. Very good word. It's a verb, and the confidence, energy, and it is very appropriate with. It is linking with the health, like it gives courage. That means a positive note, and it has been used 27 times in the meeting, including me. Round robin was super, nicely done by the TMOD. Then there were no dropouts during in the role players. That itself is a fantastic thing. Please clear out. And so there is There was no changes in the agenda, only because of the time constraint, we have cancelled the TV topic. And VP Education, not VP Education, TM was asking about the personal notes linking with the theme of the meeting. So that was really nice. Now, during the meeting, before our speeches, there was a discussion on the panel evaluation. You can avoid that if you are just calling him and just finding out he's available and he is getting a role, everything you can discuss with him in advance. That is very much necessary. Then you can manage the time. Then you skip the reading the titles, because we had a lot of champion speakers, I can say, and different themes we had. So if you are reading the title, we will get about the speaker, what she or he is going to tell about. The speaker one is Asma, confidence, eye contact, stage moment, everything was there. And only one thing I can recommend, few things I can recommend is, one is control your stage movements. You are continuously moving here and there, and pauses also you can give the necessary pauses and avoid looking down. Then little more vocal variety I was expecting, so you can increase the vocal variety, and don't worry about forgetting things, forgetting lines. We are giving the positive criticism for your speech, so there is no need of worries. Then second speaker, Josefa. Josefa started with humor. We all enjoyed that one, and confidence, eye contact, everything was there. Again, the control your stage movements little bit, and leaning to one side, you can avoid that. And I will also recommend, like, go for some light things, as Rajan sir was saying. Don't take the complicated things so that you will forget, and before that we will forget. So it will not englobate anybody. So try to take something lightly. Then, but the sentence was superb. If you don't trust me, just Google it. We are doing that throughout the time. Then the third speaker is Shankar, personal story. That itself is a positive note about the career, and fantastic story and message. Super. Now speaker number 4, Sadaf, started the drama, and we were wondering what is going on. Even it is about the vocal variety and gestures, you have to just mention setting the story, as Rajan sir said, you have to set the story before it, where it happened and when it happened, something like that. But the drama was super, beautifully dramatized, everything, pleasant presentation, and voice gesture, facial expression, vocal variety, everything was super. And only thing is, could have mentioned the place, date, anything. Also could have reduced the dialogues and conversations. Next speaker is speaker Rajesh. Yeah, Rajesh. Thanks to AI tool, because we got a speaker today. Otherwise, he would have started singing.
We got the song in the end
Because he had only 2 days. Even if he is getting 7 days, he starts singing. But this time 2 days only. Explained very well, very beautiful slides, appropriate slides I can say, and very effective speech. Only thing is, it was because of the light maybe, it was some glimpses were it was not clearly viewed. And I don't know, it made in Canva, but it was coming a little fast. but we cannot complain to AI. So, next is speaker 6, that is Mohammed Shakir, started energetically. 54 blood, what did you do? Please tell me, because that much energy was there on the podium. Very something, no, it is, even we started thinking like, 54 liters of blood you have collected. This is the spirit everybody should carry. That's very nice. Now, vocal variety, facial expression, everything was confident, voice, clarity, pulses, eye contact, everything was fantastic. But transition, I felt like, you said about the collecting the blood, everything, and at last you just said about the Toastmasters. So I felt like, the conclusion was a little bit abrupt, like, but we know about the Toastmasters, so that is why we could connect. Now the next speaker is Sri Shankar. Sri Shankar had energy, confidence, stage presence, eye contact, everything was there. But when you ask a question, just as Rajan sir said, elicit the answers from the audience. You are very fast, faster than the car. You didn't wait. A sprinkled humor, it was nice. Avoid looking down and looking other side, right? And keep your energy up throughout the speech. Your energy was very down, like the first card. No, you should be like the Black Beauty. So, like, you can laugh, huh? No problem. Took your laugh, no problem. Because sometimes the audience will be just staring at us, they won't laugh. So if you are giving the smile, it will be a sign for them to. Timer was allowed throughout the meeting, except the panel evaluation. Tea break was not okay. Spicy peripura, no, and very concentrated.
It is a compliment.
No, there was no instruction how to.
Yes, can we look with AI how to use it?
Please take care of. I said about the spirit, not this one. That's a different spirit. That's it. Please stay by from the down or some biscuits and tea. We are happy. And then moderator Rashid done very well. Team with Rajan sir, Rafi and Hemant, it was like a champion evaluator speaking, and nothing was left for discussion. They justified their role. Only avoid conversation with the audience and the speakers. But sometimes I feel like, when we are having the conversation, we are going back to our original lagoon, isn't it, Rashid? We have that classroom effect. So that is why we all enjoyed the meeting. Thank you to Yamodi once again.
Please give a round of applause to Toastmaster Nahda. It was such an wonderful and powerful evaluation, and we are running late today.
Yes.
And one thing I learned from today's meeting is, please read the label before you use it. Finally, I found it to concentrate and drink before you laugh. Now I feel the energy. So, we conclude today's meeting for the closing session. Let me call upon
Once again, good evening to all guests and distinguished Toastmaster presence over here. Thanks for the great session. Health is wealth. Healthy person can be a wealthy person as well. But again, read the label properly before using. That's the most important thing. And what a great meeting it was. Starting from catastrophizing life to LS 430 after through all the Google story and all. So great session, and thanks for your time today. Now I want to ask guests their feedback about today's meeting. Rehan and guest Shafiq, first from you, how you
Did you enjoy the meeting today?
Amazing. Like just came to know him, but it was very interesting. So please.
Yes, Rehan.
Yes, it was very positive actually. I was just thinking everyone's so intelligent, they just speak very
Thank you.
Yeah, they're just shy, but then they're really intelligent. What am I doing here? I know how to speak, but I'm not that intelligent. So these are mentors, right? I'm going to be a Toastmaster.
Everyone is having a mentor over here.
No, it's like her speech. So you are thinking like that, but
you will benefit and your father will also benefit. Both of you should join.
Yeah.
Actually, Toastmaster Sunita, she is now with Toastmaster for the last 14 years? 15 years. So 14 years back, she came to and told her son in Toastmaster 9Q. She is still in Toastmaster. So that is why you also join. Now both your classmates are here.
Yeah.
I am Toastmaster Harish's classmate and he is also his classmate.
so we start a school year.
Alumni.
Thank you, Rehan and guest Shafiq for your feedback. Now I want to call Club Growth Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Harish Krishnan on a stage to give us feedback.
Okay, just a few words, right? I have a lot of messages here and there. So which one I should come and tell you? Okay. So actually I came, so if you look at it, Lagoon as a privilege, you know what's it? My guru in Toastmasters is your member, So what more you get? Current Club Growth Director's guru is here. So you are at the, at the paternal level of me in Toastmasters as a club. Yeah, I'm coming, I think this is third or fourth time. I've seen, as I was just explaining to you, what does this mean? 577 means 24 years, So
yeah.
That is a, heritage of this club. So it's always welcoming to come back and meet new faces. And I think this is one club where new faces are very less, always same faces here. But as I've told earlier, we have a 50% turnover, but I don't see that in Lagoon, which is a very good, and this is something, a serious problem I have to address on the other part of Dubai, where the turnover is very high. So I think you are an exception in that perspective. Am I looking at everyone? Yeah, Jaya?
Yes, please.
So, message is that, just keep supporting the fraternity. I've grown, I have got a, promotion because of Toastmasters, I would say. Because when there was a promotion slot, my manager or my GM at that time didn't have a second thought on who should be there, and that I would give 80% to 90% credit to Toastmasters, not full love. I have to leave something for my parents also. They have invested so much in me, so we cannot do that. But yeah, 80 to 90% because I could stand up and talk, and that was something which is very important for all of us, and really happy to know. I will try to come again in another 11 months' time.
Liar, pants on fire.
Yeah, because I have 155 clubs to cover, and you have only 365 days. Yeah, that's it. All the best for Lagoon. Yeah?
Thank
you. So now it's time for trophy, and today we were having a speakathon. There were no table topics. There was no evaluator trophy also. So, any guesses for best speaker? Google or LS430
Collaboration
or Elder Toddler? Any guesses? No guesses?
Collaboration.
Let's collaborate to give him.
Welcome, Toastmaster Mohammed Shafiq.
Everyone. Please, everyone come for a group picture.
Yeah. What group photo?
No, finish. Close the meeting.
So now it's already 10 p.m. So we officially announce that meeting is adjourned. Meeting is adjourned.
Yay.
Thank you.
We are so happy.
Please join us for
You forward me again. The list of.
There, no, that one, community is that. How are you going back? Last time.
But along with those experiences and those joys, we have the unconventional part, which is the responsibility which comes in. Where if you want to do a skydiving, but the part will come from a parent, they said, girls are not allowed to do that. You should not be doing that. So those things restrict. It's nothing to do with feminism and all, but it is sometimes these things restrict us. Those responsibilities, those cultural lifestyles restrict us from doing that things. If I take it forward again, if I move to the best things which happens when we grow up, we are given with beautiful responsibilities to take the lead. Our parents, our families give us the guidance and gives their life a pattern to us to take the lead, to set examples. So we will feel quite responsible about it.
Yeah, I'm just telling that 1 minute is over, so you have to,
And how many minutes more?
One and a half.
One and a half, so
Right.
30 seconds.
And conversely, we stand on the growing up part is that, okay, now we have this pattern for a month. Will we be able to justice? We will be able to stand for them. Will we be able to talk like them? Will we be able to lead? Or will we be able to be a better person? So I always say, both the parts, use them smartly, use them well. The pros and cons of growing up goods, and the best, use them wisely to become a better person.
Very good. I think you just less than, but you almost took 2 minutes.
2 minutes, 30 seconds, sir. 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes.
No.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
1.5 2.
Then next 2 minutes. 1 minute, then
Green.
1.5.
Now you need to give profit to another person.
No, he is the
Okay.
Toastmaster.
So now Jaya.
I like your trash.
Thank you.
Can we ask?
See, that
You should not see like that.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, it's okay. It's right, thank you.
Okay.
We need to go to gym.
Do you like your birthday? Why or why not?
You can give me back.
Do you like your birthday? Why and why not?
Your time starts now.
Fellow Toastmasters and no guest, welcome to Lagoon Toastmasters Club. The topic that I got today is, do you like your birthday and why or why not? So I really have a very interesting story to tell you because I was born on May 8, 1985. So it says 8585. So we had this luxury while growing up because there was no records, public records. We could tell our SLC teacher that whatever number, it will be in your birthday. So I thought 8585 is not that catchy. So I thought maybe I put 7585. 7585. That is more catchier. So my mom used to tell me, why are you telling your birthday is on 7/5? It's 8/5. So I told her, you are in so much pain. How do you remember? Right? So this is something really interesting because I was always thinking that I am meant for something great. So I was always trying to validate, okay, May 8th is from someone famous. So I was searching. That time there was no internet, it was the 90s and 2000s. So finally in 2005, I came to know that the famous Chinmayananda Swami was born on May 8th. Oh, how regrettable because I changed the birthday to May 7th now.
You officially changed it. Okay.
Yeah, I told because I thought it's 7585. So now, coming to Toastmasters, we have the habit of telling happy birthday wishes to everyone. And fortunately, my birthday falls, the official birthday 7585 falls with Mohammad Rafi sir. So I told everyone it's May 7, not May 8, because I could celebrate with Rafi sir. So it's the time.
So when do you get the gift?
Are you watching the time?
No, 30 seconds more. 30 seconds more.
So anyway, so it had both advantage and disadvantage. In real life, disadvantage of course, but at Toastmasters, I'm a celebrity because I get to celebrate with a legacy Toastmaster, master debater, orator Mohammed Rafi. Well done, Jaya.
Well done.
Good strategy. So to conclude, do I like my birthday or not? I love to share the date, but not the year. Thank you.
You already shared.
No.
No, did you say?
85.
Number matters, sir.
Okay, so now come, you take. You are not supposed to see it, so I just need to. It's the same thing I gave to last week.
No. If you were an author, what would you write about?
Oh my God.
If you were an author, what would you write about? First of all, the person standing next to you or in front of you is the person who never read a complete book in English other than syllabus. It's a fact.
Okay.
I am the person who believes on, first of all, on actions, or if it is interesting, then maximum my stamina to sit and read is 3 to 4 pages. I tried my best and I ordered several books, but not even finished half of that. But coming to the main point, if I will get a chance to be an author, what I will write? I love to write my experiences in my whole life wherever I visited. So I am the person who is interesting to observe the different individuals. If someone is saying yes, someone is saying bad, someone is saying no, someone is behaving like this, I like to observe them why they behave like that. And so many incidents happen in my own life. Out of that one, the small incidents when we traveled to Leh and Ladakh, and that particular day we lost a perfume, and my wife was telling me continuously, ask the driver whether he kept with him, it is there in car. I told her whatever he will do, it's okay. When we left from there, that same guy who purchased the cow milk for my son, it was a journey of 8 days. One side my wife was questioning on him, and another side that driver was giving his own time to go to the village side to purchase the milk for my son. So our experiences I love to share through the book whenever it's possible in upcoming future. Thank you.
Ultimately, you knew who took that
perfume? No, never got it. It's a.
So, take. Can select one.
Again you need to go on. It's a round robin.
No, next I'll go.
Who is the kindest person you know? Explain why you picked this person.
Here it
See, I'm standing here.
Okay.
Come on, Mr. Francis, don't think so much.
Good evening, Toastmaster.
Wow. Will I come back?
I forgot the topic.
Kind person.
Who is the kindest person you know? Explain why you picked this person.
Okay, to cut a long story short, the kindest person I know who comes to my mind immediately is a friend of mine who I know for the last 15 years in Dubai. Now he has left Dubai and he's gone back to his own country. His name was Ijaz. The thing is that when he first joined, he joined as one of the quality head, and it so happened that nobody used to be close to him and everybody used to keep distance, including me as well. So one fine day, this particular person, he meets me in Dubai and he tells me, where do you stay? I said, I just live here, and I've come to drop my daughter for tuitions. So then he said, what are you doing? I said, I was new to the place and he had a car and he said, what are you doing? Can you join me? What do you like doing? So he took me around Dubai. Then whatever his hobbies and my hobbies matched, and we became so compatible in all that we did. Whatever his interests were my interests, and we went long ways, and we shared all the possible life experiences together, and we got so close, and never until date I shared so much as I shared with this particular person. And that was the reason I consider him one of the kindest person. We had many disagreements and arguments and disputes on so many things, but he always came back and regenerated and got stronger, and he encouraged me to go ahead with studies and don't ever feel low, and how to get out of these situations. Everybody is, you will feel the other person is always happy on the other side, but it's not the case. Thank you.
I think you would have made it a big speech. Okay, so
You have to give evaluation, short.
Yeah.
First, let him do, then.
No. That is the all session. You have to give evaluation after the speech.
actually, I didn't notice the time. Otherwise, you were speaking from the heart, but what to say? You were telling like a story, and one or two incidents would have been good. Like something, something. One you said that okay, he encouraged you to, but then one. If one story you would say, that makes impact. Like what she did.
Particular case.
And always look at everyone, even if only two people are there, to eye contact. You are always look facing him. Nilesh, you will do time?
You will be doing the timer?
No, today, just for this
Oh.
session. Just for this session.
Oh, this is difficult.
Timer is you, na?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So, if you were a photographer for a day, what would you take pictures of?
Oh. I've got a beautiful scene behind.
So, I like to photograph myself when I am traveling to post it on the social media. That's the only time when I mostly take the photographs. But if I have to be an, let's say, official photographer to take pictures, I would, Dubai is the best place for taking pictures because of all the iconic buildings and all the world's biggest and longest and everything is in Dubai. So one day will not be enough, but I will go around and shoot, Burj Khalifa probably during the sunset, and go to the beach side, and the skyscrapers you see from the water side. That's a very good view, and a lot of places in Dubai is worth taking pictures and posting it on the social media. That's all. Thank you.
One minute. Continue. To conclude.
So, I forgot the topic actually.
Photographer of the day.
What do you like to take photograph?
So I can continue with taking different. I have to now say this particular Burj Khalifa or the different iconic buildings one by one, taking pictures and enjoying the monument itself.
What's the emotion you will get connected after taking these pictures? That means you've got time, right?
See, when do you take a picture? You take picture when you like something. Okay. So actually, when you are taking a picture, you are admiring that whatever you are taking the picture of. It could be anything which you feel is beautiful. So that's why photographers have always they have some fascination towards taking particular pictures. Some they prefer to take sceneries, water, city view, all those things. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
It is confusing.
Confusing, huh?
Yeah.
So anything
You have to.
You have to give
evaluation.
you have to give evaluation.
Yeah,
Give
yeah.
one point, no, good point and improvement.
Yeah, point for improvement.
One of the thing is you started quick. You were quick to. On the.
So I should think first, no?
You should, you should have thought for a while and then started your speech. And
Yeah, that is correct, because when she told me what to do, that time I think I got a little more ideas.
Why that view? That's important.
That's the clue I gave you that you have to pick up.
And don't stop. Let someone ask you that it is time after. Otherwise,
Yeah, I know,
it
I know.
on and on.
See, actually, as soon as, not only in this, whenever I see green, I will wind up.
That's one issue I also face. The light startles me,
Yeah.
like.
No, actually, when the green comes, we'll be okay. Actually, there is
it's
1
confusing
minute.
a bit.
There is 1 minute.
Sir, if you could move to the corners, that would be great.
They were standing
Yeah, you are so engrossed in the what you say, forgot body
Who's
language.
supposed to get my feedback?
I did not hear yours, but
No,
next time.
Yours was.
I partly this. I was.
Online,
I think
Amazon.
you oversold
Stage.
the
Stage.
time, but-
Continue.
What
Call
is
the
it?
other person.
Yes.
What do you do?
Mr.
Just call.
Come.
You can ask Rajesh. It's his keyboard.
There is some planning for the.
Don't keep the door open. AC is not good.
Where is Rajesh?
Rajesh and Sahil
This is
prepare things.
Preparing.
How many? Really, you all are preparing?
Yes.
When you don't write the script, you have to write, no?
I think he is also today.
Now he is deciding what to say.
Oh my God.
What is one of the best gifts that you have received?
And he will win
No,
also.
I was now with so small. I'm not in any practice.
I thought to reach there.
What is one of the best gifts that you have received?
What is the one best gift I have received?
Oh, okay. Chalo, so then.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Okay.
Good evening.
So don't forget.
The best gift what I received was during my once I completed 6 years in my present company. My assistant gave me some pen which was Mount Blanc. So I didn't expect that. They now given this on my birthday. That was the best gift I received. I kept it with me for a long time, and when my son recently, the younger one, he took it from my pocket and put it down. So it is now damaged. I want to get it repaired and use it again.
Sorry.
So that is the best gift I have received. Why I always I used to use the cheaper pen, but once I received it, I was using it for a long time. It gives me a lot of memories what all happened in my old office.
And you shared one video.
How many seconds?
How many years?
Continue.
I'm still using it. Only the problem with the cap. Somewhere the cap has broken. I need to get it repaired. Still, it is the pen is. So all to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Why are you giving? So no, you have to give feedback to him.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, give feedback. All of us. You can, if you have any feedback, you can tell. You have to give some feedback.
He's giving the feedback.
No. You have to give.
And that light, better than light, 1 minute, 1.5
So
minutes.
where are you working?
Okay, wait for a while. Now you go ahead because you have time to think.
What if you do? If you take 1 minute.
Give back. Okay. Stage.
Hey, you have to entertain your
Stage.
Jay, you have to entertain your client. Okay.
Describe your favorite memory with one of your friends.
One of my friends. So this I was roaming in another meeting.
Describe your favorite memory with one of your friends.
If I go drive back, I will say.
So you guys are meeting here?
No, I am meeting in festival.
You want to say?
Don't change your
You can go ahead.
I don't expect people to recognize it.
So much humility in only in words, our heart is not there. So at Lagoon we have
I was
additional
asking him same thing.
session.
Oh
We
yeah, I
started
think so.
this
Yeah. Very good.
No, it's over.
That's a good
So,
practice.
yeah.
You should share this.
So since we have the PQD, I welcome you to Lagoon additional table topic session. And please, the timer, please stick with him, okay?
Yes.
So you can choose one topic. When DTM Harish Krishnan, when was the last time you thought of a solution to your problem? What was it? When was the last time you thought of a solution to your problem? What was it? DTM Harish Krishnan.
Good evening, who are available here. Myself, Harish Krishnan. I am a member of Dubai Silicon Oasis. I am also a coordinator for Kader's Club, which is also a DSO Kader's Club. Okay, now I am in a seat which is District Trio's Club Growth Director's position. It is a, as you say, an accidental president. It is an accidental position I got in. So somebody left and somebody has to fill in, and I was appointed. I was not elected. Yeah. So I was in last year's team as well as this year's team. So first thing what I did, what is the real problem of the clubs here? Because we see that there is a 50% churning in the membership. Worldwide, almost 140,000 members are leaving, and another 140,000 are coming. Okay, so that definitely affects the curriculum, the quality of it. So what is one small thing as a CGD can I do? Like give $50 if you want, please come. No, it won't work. It may work for one day, but every meeting I cannot give $50. So I'll give you some freebies like this, $25. Will it work? Only one shoulder you have. You can only put one way, not more than that. So what is it that you can do as a CGD? When I did some extensive research, I found that club quality is what matters. Okay. So if I may ask you, when did you give a last speech, prepared speech?
Yeah, it's been very long. I think.
Yeah. When did you give a last speech, prepared speech?
3 weeks ago.
What about you?
Last week.
You?
4 months.
What about you, sir?
6 months.
2 weeks back.
Okay. So I believe that these 3, 4, 6 are all relatively new Toastmasters. Okay. So that is something I realized. And all these are just sitting and whiling their time. Okay, I will take a table topics like this and I will speak. As long as there is no preparation, I am happy. So my first campaign would be something along that, which I do not announce now, which will come in due course, where how to bring in our oldies back, so that we bring the quality back, and there is an attraction that club itself creates, so that they will say, okay, today there is Lagoon speaking. Even if I am in Jebel Ali, I will have to cut it at 4:30 and come here, and even factor the traffic and come. So something like that is there as a solution, which you will come to know maybe in less than 2-3 days time. And that's my solution. Over to you. Okay.
Well done, DTM Harish. I love how you connected to a real life problem, and it's one of the easiest way that everyone could use this tactic and try to connect the topic with your everyday solution. One area of improvement that I would like to share is that you were overly focused on the TM Hemant. He felt a bit ignored, especially to Francisco. So if you would
that is not his fault. If Shah Rukh Khan is
not that. He is the one with 4 years. That's around 2-3 weeks.
So it was his strategy to brainwash Toastmaster Hemant to give his speech. Hopefully he will make. So thank you so much for your presence.
Thank you.
I hope you stay for the entire meeting. Yeah, thank you. Please. So what's the time now?
7:20.
7:20. So that concludes the table topic session, and it's time to network everyone. And all the best for the speakers.